excited to film this with you and show you how to sign up for summer reading online and how to track and record your progress. Now, by the way, I'm Jessica. I'm one of the reference librarians upstairs, and I'm in charge of setting up this online summer reading sign up. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do is go to our main webpage, greenwoodcountylibrary.org. And as you can see right now, it's before June 1st, so I have a banner describing summer reading and saying that it's coming up on June 1st. This will be posted on June 1st, and that will change to click here to sign up, track your progress, something like that, okay? I'll also have it posted very clearly on the children's page, the branches pages, teen page. We're going to make it real easy for you to find how to sign up online. Real easy. It'll be everywhere. But once you click on that banner, it's going to take you to this page, which is our summer reading landing page. Right? And on here, it's going to tell you what the summer reading program is, why we do it, who can participate, and what type of programming we're having for the summer. And this year is different from programming. Due to COVID-19, we're not doing in-person programming, which is sad, but we're going to try to make it as interactive as possible on Facebook, Twitter. Follow us on those social media websites because we're going to post videos. We're going to post story times, puppet shows, hopefully, a few other things that we have in the works, and we're going to try to integrate that with the online sign up. So if you're doing it online, you'll be able to add extra points to your summer reading goal. You'll be able to enter a code. So keep that in mind. We still offer the paper sign up for those who can't do the online, but we do encourage you to sign up online. It's much easier for us to keep track of everything. It's much easier for you to keep track of everything. So also on here, we do have links to the children's programs and the teen programs. And you can get a description of each summer reading program. So this year, we're going to do for the children and the the children in the pre-K, 1,500 minutes, which is 25 hours of reading. So on the online sign up, each minute will equal a point, okay? And you'll get 10 points for each online program attended, okay? The teen reading program is doing 5 books, limited to 1 graphic novel, okay? And here at the top, we have a button for sign up and log in. And you can click on there to go to sign up. And you can come over here and click on that to log in later on, however you want to do it. So let's click on sign up. Okay, so here's the sign up and registration page right here. We have 2 options, myself and myself and children. We're going to do myself and children just because it's basically the same setup for myself. Now, if you were choosing, you have the option of myself and children. If you were going to be the adult and take care of the younger kids in one count, that's what I recommend. If you have older children who might want to do it themselves, they can totally sign up by themselves. So if you have a teen, if you have like a 5th or 4th grader who is very responsible and wants to do it themselves, go ahead. They do have to have their own username and password, so they would have to log in with themselves. So just keep that in mind. So like I said, we're going to do myself and children. So click there, and that's going to bring you into the adult information. So first thing we want to do is, how old are you? Well, I am 18 plus adult. What program do you want to sign up for? You don't have to sign up for a program. I kind of recommend it because it gets kind of weird when you log in because it keeps on telling you you're not in a program. So, I mean, even if you don't do it, it doesn't matter. Just don't sign up for teen, children, or pre-K. If you do want to go into a program, do the adult summer reading program. And I have it set up exactly like the kids and pre-K programs. So if you want to kind of follow along with them, it's still 1,500 points and 1 minute equals a point. So if you guys want to read together and participate together and kind of encourage them to do the same thing by modeling it, totally fine. Great, go for it. So I'm going to just say yes and hit continue. And it's going to ask me for my name. And because I am the adult, they are asking for a username or password. This will be the only username and password that is required. So we'll just put in me. You do not need an email address. We do not require that. It is sometimes helpful if you're going to communicate through the website for like support or something like that, because it will notify you via email when we've responded. And I think it will give you some other notifications throughout the summer for different things. Library branch. I am Greenwood branch. And let's just say I'm going to cheat and use my pre-saved username and password. But obviously, please type in something with the password. And hit continue. All right, now it's going to ask me to register my first child. So let's do this one as a pre-K child. We'll say they are 3 years old. And as you can see right here, we have put in parentheses the age range for each programs. So pre-K is going to be from birth to rising K4. Kids, rising K5 to 5th grade. And teen is rising 5th to 12th grade. So just remember that rising part. So if they were in 5th grade last year, they're going into 6th grade next year. So they're actually no longer in the kids program, they're in teen. Okay? All right, so this one is in pre-K. And hit continue. And let's just make up a child name. Girl, a name, Abby. It's the first thing I can think of. So don't need an email address. It also populates it with your last name. So if their name's different than yours, you'd want to change that. We have library branch, Greenwood. And one thing about the library branch is, you know, whatever branch you live the closest to, just put that in there. Like whichever branch you go to. So if you're closer to 96, go to 90, and you go to 96, put 96. If you go to both, whichever one that you go to often that you consider your home library. And one of the reasons you want to do that is because, I don't remember if I told you this already, but each branch has a grand prize to give away. So that grand prize, which is the Kindle Fire for kids, will be given out at the end of summer reading to whoever has completed it. So, branch. Not two, however, one prize, excuse me. Let me make sure that's clear. One prize to one lucky kid. All right, so we're going to choose school district. So Greenwood is district, oh wait, for her. Now for her, she's 3 years old. So more than likely, she's not actually in the district. She could be, but she doesn't have to be. So we do have the options for private and homeschool and not applicable. So we could just be like, she's not enrolled. You're just teaching her at home or working with her at home. You can just say non-applicable, and you can select a school name. It's going to make you do that. So she's not in a school, so non-applicable. Don't be slow. Come on. There we go. And right here where it says school grade, we're going to select birth to preschool. Now, it does not require username or password, so we can ignore that. If you only had one child, you can click Done Adding Children, or if you have more, click Continue. And child number 2. Now we're going to put this child in elementary. So let's say he is 8 years old. And Kids Summer Reading Program. And let's give him a B name, and let's do Brian. Okay. Library branch, Greenwood. School district, he'll be in District 50. He'll be in elementary school. And I think Lakeview is in Greenwood. If I'm wrong, please forgive me. And school grade. Let me think. 3rd grade for 8 years old? We're going with 3rd grade. All right. And then there we go, username, password, not required, so you can just ignore that. Now, if you need another one, click continue and just keep on going until you finish. We're going to say I only have 2 children, so done adding children. And that is how easy it is to register. Okay, so when you log in, this is what you're going to see. Over here, it's going to take you to the adult reading page, whoever is the adult. Now, of course, if you would just sign up one single person, it would take you to their main landing page. But with the myself and children, you can see underneath here family members. So the first one's going to pull up as the adult. Then underneath it, we can see the children. There's Abby and there's Brian. So now remember, the adults are reading. If you want to log, you totally can. I have it set up exactly the same way the children are. So minutes, you can read along with them and you can track your progress with them and kind of encourage them as well. Now let's look at Abby's for real quick. So when you look up, you'll see that it shows their badges. So each level, if they log 150 points, they'll go to a new level. You can log in only 100 points a day because we didn't want people to rush through the program. The whole point is to kind of foster reading throughout the summer. So we didn't want everybody to just rush in or wait till the very last minute. So we tried to kind of make y'all slow down. So you can log in 100 minutes a day for each day. Now, each level, like I said, is 150 points. So once they get that level, it will become colored just like this one. And it will also unlock other things. So it'll unlock some games, and on your game board, you can see right here, it will move through the game board. There'll be a little piece that kind of moves or checks off. So, which is interesting to see. Now let me go back. Also, you can view your game board from right here too, and on this it actually tells you what it unlocks. So points required and what mini games they can play. And you can get to the mini games right here through games. All right. Now, missions. This will allow you to kind of get a little bit more interactive throughout the summer reading. We're not actually giving you points for the mission, but they're really fun to kind of go through and work with your kids, get them thinking, get them doing something during the summer that's their skills up for summer reading and for the school year. Okay. All right, let's go back to home. Okay. So right here, you see all these buttons. And above these buttons, we can see the total number of points and the points for the month. And you can also see your progress, which is kind of cool. So you can log reading, and the adult program is just the same. So if we all read as a group, we can put, let's say we read 30 minutes. We can submit that. And it saved it for everybody. So if we look, there you go, 30 points. 30 points. All right. But let's say Brian went and read some himself. So we can come here, uncheck Brian. Uncheck everybody but Brian, excuse me. And let's say Brian read for an hour. Now, so now he has 90 points. He can log 10 more points today. So 10 more minutes of reading. So if he read a little bit before bedtime, but if not, he'll have to wait until the next day to log any more points. You can see if you come into logging history, you can see all the different times. And if you added the book title, you didn't have to. You don't have to have the book title or author. But if you did, you'd see that there as well. Okay? Now let's go back to the home. You don't have to review books. We don't require that. Enter code. I wanted to point this one out, and this is on everybody's. So enter code will allow you to enter the codes at the end of the video. So if they're watching a story time, at the very end of that story time will be a secret code that pops up, and you just type in that exactly how we have it on the screen, and that will give them 10 points for watching the video. So, and we're not limiting it. If Brian, who is in elementary, wants to watch a Tootie Tot story time, we're not going to worry about it. Just if he watches it with his sister, 10 points. Okay? If he didn't, you just unselect him, type in the secret code, and hit submit. So we'll have that underneath every video that, at the end of every video that we post. So just remember, the storytime videos will only be up for a couple of days. We'll let you know in the description when that will be. And that will be however long you can have to enter the code as well. Okay? I'm going to cancel because we don't have a code to actually put in. And you can also get to missions here. You can also view some reading lists. These are not curated by the library, so we don't always have the books on those lists. But if you're looking for something to read or something interesting, something new, you can go through the list and see if there's anything that sparks the kids' interests. Now, down here, you can see where the game board is again. These little things are just quick little show you where you are as a little graph. So as we go through the summer, it'll show where they logged some points and how many points they did some days. Sometimes it might be good for them to look and see how much they've been reading. Who knows? And there you can see your badges, and here you can see your mini games. So, all right. Another thing if you want to do for them is that they can change their avatar. They come over here and they can change. So we're at Brian. Brian wants green hair. He wants to look all nice. Well, there we go. Save changes. And there he is. So, anyway. See, I do. If you have problems or you can't figure something out and you want to ask a question, feel free to come over here at this little question bubble. Click here and send us a message. This is where having your email is nice because when you register, because it will notify you when we respond back, and it would be in your inbox. Okay? All right. If you have any problems signing up for summer reading, just let us know. We'd be glad to help. The children's room, they've all been trained on it. They know what to do. If they have a question, we can figure it out. Another thing, I forgot to tell you, is right here where it says events. We'll load the events in there and you'll be able to see, here's an example that I did. So you'll be able to see when the events are. So we'll try to make sure that's also in the app for you as well. So we're looking really forward to summer reading this year, and we're going to do things differently, we know, but it's still going to be great. So please keep an eye on us on Facebook and Twitter. Follow us so you don't miss a video or any kind of post. We're going to try to be as interactive on social media as possible. We'd love to see pictures of your kids reading, pictures of your kids doing all sorts of things, and we're going to try to get y'all to post that for us and have a fun summer reading this year.